I have got some big news for you. This past week, somebody called me from Time Magazine and said I was probably going to be Person of the Year. But then they said I'd have to spend a whole day being interviewed and another day taking photos, so I told them no thanks. Isn't that brilliantly devious for someone to say that? I mean, somebody that might actually be considered, not me. Because then if you don't get it, you can say you turned them down. And that's exactly what happened when Donald Trump tweeted this. Time Magazine called me to say I was probably going to be named Person of the Year, but I would have to do an interview and a major photo shoot. So I said probably is no good and took a pass. Thanks anyway. It's basically what I just said a minute ago, except when he said it, you would think that crazy Kim Jong just started World War III. The weekend news was inundated with coverage and analysis of the Trump tweet. You would think nothing else mattered. And when Time Magazine responded with a tweet of their own, the media was quick to insinuate that Donald Trump was lying. Time tweeted, "The president is incorrect about how we choose Person of the Year. Time does not comment on the choice until publication, which is December 6th. So Trump's lying, right? Not so fast. Is it really that so far out of the orbit of reality to believe that someone from Time Magazine called the White House to see if Trump would do an interview before deciding on Person of the Year? No, of course not. It's just good planning. Take a look at the Time tweet again. This is a non-denial denial. In fact, the careful wording of the tweet skirts around an outright denial so much, it's suspicious. But in focusing on the tweet so much, the media, as usual, missed a bigger question. If not Trump, who could it possibly be? Love him or hate him, Donald Trump has been the center of our universe for the past 2 years. Every newscast, every headline, every issue, every kitchen conversation seems to revolve around Trump. In fact, the media unwittingly makes the case that Trump is Person of the Year. The fact that a tweet can dominate the news for 2 days makes him the obvious choice by Time's own criteria. Time says that the title goes to the person or persons who most affected the news and our lives for good or for ill, and embody what was most important about the last year for better or for worse. That's Trump. Is there really any other choice? Now, Time Magazine did put a list of 32 finalists for Person of the Year. And surprisingly, or I guess not surprisingly, the list is distinctly anti-Trump, including all 3 Republican senators who voted against Trump and the repeal of Obamacare, Carmen Yulín Cruz, the mayor of San Juan, Puerto Rico, who blasted Trump's hurricane relief efforts, former FBI Director James Comey, who was fired by Trump, and Robert Mueller, the special prosecutor investigating Trump. So what's the common denominator among all those people? Trump. Proof once again, he should be the choice. Anything Trump touches gets residual attention, including Time Magazine. They're going to release their Person of the Year cover later this week, and now it's the most anticipated Person of the Year in history. So we'll just have to see if Time Magazine's disdain for Trump is so deep that they'll ignore their own criteria and pick ABT, anybody but Trump. In the meantime, the magazine and its executives are basking in the attention the Trump tweet delivered. So if nothing else, Trump has made the Time Person of the Year selection great again. I'm Larry Mendte. Talk to you again next week.